what is up, everybody? How you doing today? I'm Kane B. I will be taking care of you, and you, and you, and you. If you're new to the Purge, make sure. Do I sound weird? I can't even see the chat right now. Huh. Everything went kabonkos right before I went live, and that's just how it's going. I can't even hear through my headphones. Let's see here. There's the chat. We got that. Yay. Welcome in, everybody. It's nice to see you. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. Like everything literally... Oh, I can chat with you today. That's amazing. Everything literally exploded. This is the very second that I went to go live. Now it's loud again. Okay, wait. Let's see if we can just do what we normally do. And that doesn't look like it's... I don't know why. Anyway... We got a great show for you today. I'm going to have Christy, Nevada join us. And I apologize. I know you got early bird dinner and you got to get to better. And it's getting late. It's past 5 o'clock. Just kidding. And so, all right. Let's get right to it. I don't know. I think I need to restart my computer, but I can't because I'm already live. So give me one of these. Give me one of those if I'm all right on the sound, if you can hear me at all. I might have to do one of those. Oh, what is... No. Plan for a show, and you plan for... It's all the way up. And this is why... And I deleted it. Never mind. Twitter Watch. Let's get this thing underway. This is a kind of a tribute to Jage. I haven't heard from him for a few days, so we assume the worst. No, I'm just kidding. For all the times that he says I tried to break up with you, this is to show you that I've not broken up with anyone, and I'm working harder than ever. You could call it macking. Let's see if I can hear audio from this. No. I can hear it. I just can't hear me. You know what it probably is? It's probably Christy's fault. I forgot I had Christy on. And, maybe I don't have an output. That's always a possibility. I will work on that. While you guys enjoy laughing at me. I know you're laughing at me. Okay. There's music player. Enjoy that. Thanks for coming, folks. That's the show.
I unmuted you. You're good now.
Just for a quick tip. Is Andy Ruler? Is anybody Donald Ferguson, man? Donald Ferguson -3P. He made it. And if Andy Ruler comes in, I'll be so honored. Just say a quick hello. That's all. Just say hi. That's all it is. Okay, let's see. We got that there. The reason I'm all waggity wiggity today is because I got the new AC and we tore off the molding and all these things, and it's cutting my head off now. I can do it. There's, I got just as I start the show, the bulldozer pulls up outside. Isn't that? It's weird that I can't hear me. I'm glad you guys can hear me though, and appreciate it, Donald. Man, redacted, doing redacted. And there he goes. Yep, there. It's not a bulldozer. It is literally a dump truck. Dan, very nice to see you. Welcome 1984. Hope you're still with us. My friends, Amy Conway, Stormy. And I noticed that She's Just a Devil Woman, and I can't stop singing that song, was in here in the beginning. And I'm very happy to see you. And I know a bunch of other people watch Twiz watching. Tony's here. So I'm gonna get it together. And let's see now if this is gonna work today. But maybe just nothing's gonna work.
Giving you some. A lot. All So all you've been doing is begging for treats. Because they're in there. Someone left the cupboard open. You can see them all.
Hello. Let's talk about butt stuff.
I'm just not tracking why that matters. Go ahead.
It matters because this wasn't a real investigation.
How did she not get electrocuted? Did you get electrocuted?
Who did?
What did you do? You monster!
What did you do?
I just don't understand. This is crazy.
What is that?
Another day, another victim.
Can you tell me who did this? Who did it?
Jackie, did you dig this hole? Hmm?
This is my favorite one right here.
Sorry?
Why can't I see?
No, I'm sorry, dude. Dude, it's first come, first served. This is my seat.
I don't care about it being sunny. I care about my seat that I
Okay,
pay
well,
for.
I get here so I can get my own row. So you just, there's other seats. It's not a full flight.
I'm not sitting nowhere.
To seat yourself? I'm telling you to seat yourself.
Don't care about
elsewhere.
this. Told you.
Well,
Don't
that's
care.
what you booked. You want your own flight? You want your own seat? You can fly
Listen, honey.
fly whatever airline you want.
Listen,
We'll sit somewhere else.
Listen, I'm not gonna go sit nowhere else. You're gonna sit up like you got some sense.
You think it's funny? You're filming?
I am filming. This is crazy.
Great. Did you film all of the middle seats that are available?
I mean, there's a couple, but like, you got a whole row.
Police found him nailed to a tree in the middle of the bosque.
Albuquerque police
Where's the subject at?
are called out to the bosque back in May.
Right here. Is he still on the tree? Yeah, they put 2 nails right here. Okay.
A city worker discovered a man, both hands nailed to a tree. As the officer finally finds him,
What's going on, man?
still conscious, still breathing. The officer immediately calls for rescue.
Hey, what happened, man? Paramedics are on their way, okay?
The man refuses to tell the officer his name,
Hey, what's going on, bro? What happened?
but finally gives some details about how he ended up here.
Is there anybody in the area that could still hurt you?
He claims 2 men were sent that day to threaten and scare him after he was involved in an ugly real estate deal.
Is he going to deliver speed?
Sarah Clinton in here with the Idaho Freedom Foundation. I wanted to let you guys know that we have an extremely important documentary film that we are bringing to the Treasure Valley. This is a movie unlike any other. This is the heart-wrenching stories of the people who, thinking they were doing what was best for themselves and their families and their fellow Americans, agreed to undergo the COVID vaccine trials. Their stories will break your heart. It's unbelievable, the experiences they've had, the toll it has taken on their health and their lives and their families and their children. So this is a film like no other. We are showing the film on Wednesday, September 17th at the Edwards Cinema in Nam.
Got your message. It's me, Hitler. I know. I did what you said to do. We've got a coworker still locked away, and I got a message. You need to talk to me right away. What's the problem, boss? Didn't you say there was only 7 days on the AT&T records? What? They know. She knows. Lana? Yes, Lana. Oh, crap! Exactly. What are we gonna do now? Sai's gonna find out. Yes! He will. Man. It's all ruined. Blink, blink, blink.
Out of the classroom.
She kind of pulled up her little shorts and said, "Mom, look, this is my slipping sticker." And I was like, "The what?"
When Lane's mom, Lisa, saw the sticker, she thought it was strange and asked her daughter about it.
And the teacher gives it to you, where she put it?
On my line.
And what does it look like?
Sleeping with a moon on it.
Lane's dad says he's known something was wrong since school first started.
They never notified the parents.
So Lisa took matters into her own hands. She reached out to the other parents in Lane's class and sent them pictures of the patch to see if their kids were getting the stickers too.
I showed it to my 4-year-old, and she said, yes, that's the sleepy sticker. And if you read the ingredients on them, it has a lot of, it's just things I've never even heard of. And they're giving them drugs to make them sleep, to keep them quiet.
Because he was running a ring.
Whoa.
Bro. And there's footage of when the cop goes in there and shoots him. This happened in 2024 in Kentucky. This judge, he goes to like his office. The sheriff ends up walking in, and you could see it in the footage. The sheriff walks into his room. He sits down. They start chopping it up pretty casual. And it looks like they're just having a normal conversation at first. Then sheriff asked the judge if he could use his phone real quick to call his daughter. So the judge was like, okay, yeah, it's all good. As he goes to call his daughter on the judge's phone, he sees that his daughter, and mind you, she's young, her number is already saved on his phone. So he was like, what the fuck? Immediately, right after he does this, the sheriff gets up, pulls out a gun, and shoots him several times. And right there on, and you see it on the footage. He would throw like these parties where him and a group of his friends, they would go through like jail book or something and look at certain inmates and pick the ones that they wanted. He would tell them like, hey, if you do this with me, I'll lower your sentence. And if the girls refused, he would be like, okay, well, we gonna max that sentence out.
Damn.
And we're gonna call CPS on you. This judge was
Robert caught on surveillance video looked so much like David Schwimmer that the actor himself felt the need to provide an alibi. The robbery happened last month in England. Immediately, people noticed the thief's resemblance to Schwimmer, from Friends, and it got the attention of the actor himself. Schwimmer posted a spoof video of himself reenacting the incident. Police tweeted that they had investigated and could confirm that Schwimmer was in the U.S.
Can you go through some of the stuff my followers send me, please? 7-pound bags of ass. How much does it cost if I use my CVS card? Do not click buttons with genitalia. Whoa, hold on. Put your cock away. Now, if you're gonna mess with the letters of a sign, this is how you do it.
During graduation tonight, if you find any SEERG members that are looking to blow, can you have them contact the SPTV Foundation? We'll get them a job, we'll get them a place to live. I can put them in touch with the FBI if they've been trafficked or abused. You know how it works, I know you've been there. Say hello to COB inside. It's tough being a cult leader these days, I feel for him. I feel for the little fella.
What the hell is this? This shit?
Yeah, eat shit, you want more? You want more?
I'll scratch your cart.
I'll blast you, buddy.
Give me more.
I'll blast
right? So there's unity where you know one another, and that changes how you live with one another. And right, the tragic quadruple homicides, you know, that put Moscow on the map because of the tragedy, but it's a weird story. No matter where that would have happened, you know, more or less, that's from another world.
During a traffic stop, cops can no longer perform those fishing expeditions because time is now evidence you can use. One of the biggest lessons from Barnes is that time now matters during a traffic stop. The longer a stop drags on without justification, the worse it looks for the officer. The Supreme Court in Rodriguez versus U.S. made it crystal clear that police officers cannot extend a traffic stop beyond its original reason for like a traffic ticket just to fish for other crimes. But Barnes now flashes a spotlight on that rule. When an officer tries to stall a traffic violation for no good reason, K-9 unit, checking on something real quick, it actually leads to a Fourth Amendment violation. The problem is, how do we know if that time frame is prolonged to the point where it's illegal? That's where using those magic words of "am I being detained" starts the clock timer. You're not only signaling to the cop that you know the law and that you won't be jerked around during a traffic stop, but you're also making it clear this is not a consensual encounter and the time for being illegally detained is now clicking. And the longer this time clock begins to extend, the more likely it will be ruled unconstitutional.
Hey everyone, it's Haley Wild, your East Idaho Realtor, and today we're going to talk about working at the INL. Chances are, if you're moving to Idaho Falls,
Can you guys hear me? Kane says you can hear me. Now. Well, see now. See, it's a major delay. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then how the hell do I know it's being said? Oops. My phone that I'm on with you. That's We're trying to figure this sound out. Five minutes later, they can hear me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, I'm so confused on this sound stuff.
You were fine. That's the thing is I don't understand is you were. Hello?
Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, I hear you.
What happened? Oh,
We hear you. Yeah.
Okay, I need you on the phone, I guess, Christy, because I can't. I don't know. I'm gonna have to restart it after the reel. So we don't, in the interest of not losing Ms. Potts, let's go ahead and finish the reel, and I'll call you back. And I'll restart the computer. It's clearly a. Hello?
Okay.
Can you hear me now on the TV?
No. Well, yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you hear me now on the TV?
Yes.
I don't know what happened. I didn't even do anything, you guys. Miss Potts is loving it. Heather is really loving it. She loves to watch me struggle. But I'm loud again. That's good. Okay. So.
Okay, but I don't understand my sound. So.
Okay, I'll call you back, and I'm gonna meet you on the show so we can play the rest of the reel.
And go over to here. Okay. Do what you gotta do.
All right. Bye. All right, here we go, guys. Thank you for being patient. It's Tony. I asked him all day for there not to be any problems, and I unhid something, and then it all happened. Let's just get back to it.
You might be accepting a job at Idaho National Laboratory, and so today we're going to talk about if you are working at INL in Idaho Falls, not out at the site, where should you live? What side of town should you live on, and what's your commute going to look like? So we're going to head out west, out toward the INL, and take a look.
Oh, yeah. People want a piece of us. Those fools, do they want to see what we're made of? The United States of
Redacted, redacted, redacted.
White and blue will rip your throat out, drink your blood, motherfucker. From the sky, we'll hit the target. Time to simplify. Whoa, time to simplify. Oh yeah.
Eat shit, buddy.
The air, on the sea, bloodthirsty troops will show no fucking mercy. The finest boots justice will stomp upon your legacy. They will send your soul straight to the deity. Come on, drop the bomb. Oh yeah. Oh come on, drop the bomb. Oh yeah. Come on.
I've been to Afghanistan. I was in Afghanistan in 2012, fighting a war for the British Empire. I witnessed my friends die for this land. Never mind your ancestors dying in World War II. I witnessed my friends die for this green and pleasant land. And we are here to take it back.
And how did you guys get to the point where you cannot even say certain things on social media without being arrested? 30 people a day get arrested here.
Charlie Kirk's death. If that wasn't something, I don't know what is. Charlie Kirk's death. He says, how did we get to the point? That's the point.
The tree of liberty must be watered with the blood of tyrants and patriots. Today we did what we had to do. They counted on America to be passive. They were all so fucking wrong. Because bombs are falling from the sky, we'll hit the target. Time to simplify. Whoa, time to simplify. Oh yeah.
Redacted, redacted,
Commencing at the
redacted.
siren, any and all crime, including
scary
murder,
Jeff and
will be
Julia.
legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
I wanted an intro. Yo. I said, welcome to the purge where anything goes. We got Kane B as the host. Welcome to the show where guilters get left at the door. Yo. Welcome to the purge where anything goes. We got Kane B as the host. Like, welcome to the show where guilters get left at the door. And pro burgers got all the evidence the state didn't want exposed. I said we are the news. Fuck Greg Hughes. Mainstream media is what they use. Prosecution team sucks and they may lose. And these are just facts. I just tuned in, listening to JJ Pets. I'm spitting facts, that's Operation GCD. This the show they don't want y'all to watch, so it might be buried in your feed. So make sure you subscribe to The Purge, where you may not leave. Yo, welcome to The Purge, where anything goes. We got Kane as the host. I'm like, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm like, welcome to The Purge, where anything goes. We got Kane as the host. I'm like, welcome to the show, where guilters get left at the door, and pro burgers got all the evidence the state didn't want exposed. Welcome to The Purge. Yeah. Welcome to The Purge. Yeah.
All right, yeah, I spent a little extra time putting that extra one in there. It's funny because I haven't been able to get the Doug song in a couple shows. And I'll have like 6,000 windows open when I do my reel, you know, and still I'm doing so much of that intro stuff. And I'll talk about the INL there, the lady was talking about. I was talking about it when I was muted. The Hydron Collider and all that stuff. Hang in there, Christy, 1 second, please. Tex Max, Thunderclap. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the reel. Glad you could hear it. This is where I clear the waiting room. I'm going to go ahead and restart the computer, and it doesn't like that, and so I'll run it and see it, and we'll see if I get my audio back. Otherwise, it's going to have a tough time with guests, and it's going to be a really short show. So don't go anywhere. Hang out 1 second, and I'll be right back with you here. Thank you for hanging out and being my friend. Christy, you may have to go out and come back in. It's a part of the Purge. It's a part of what we love about OBS here at the Purge. And just stop, you guys. Okay, it looks like we're back. Still, I can't hear myself. So, let me... Against all of God's creatures here, I am... Okay, there it is. Maybe meow? Maybe meow? No. Let's see, 46%. It's down. Let's just give me one more second. That I thought that would fix the sound thing. It did not. Okay. Let's see over here. Hold on. I know what it is. I just figured it out. It's gotta be active. It's gotta be that. Can't be. Okay, wait, one more thing. I asked for your patience so many times. Let me see. Kane sucks. It's that I vaccine to Check. No. That's interesting. It's doing... Lord have mercy. Okay. So Christy, can you hear me, darling? Just everything's gonna be fine. Christy's a little nervous to be on such a professional and powerful show that we have. It's super loud all of a sudden. I'm telling you, my audio's gone kabonkos. And you know what? It's even funnier. Lucy's watching and she's laughing around. So this was something I did, and I didn't realize it's like put it on the show on that not KMB. Let me pull the professional and powerful. Yeah, up there. See everybody. See who's left. Anybody came back. I'm telling you, my audio's gone. I see Twiz. I see Woga. You guys are probably just ripping on me. I love it. Just make it your own Discord server here today. Just try not to make any political faux pas on anyone. Okay, so yeah, doing everything. Chrissy, I think your nervous is making me nervous. Let me get you back. Oh, there. I see you. All right, we're gonna have to. Damn. I don't know. Jenn and Jage might be shit out of luck today. Let me call you because we're gonna have to do it over the phone. I mean, you can hear me. I'm sure that everything's fine. Now there's a weird echo. Okay, I thought I was gonna ask you, but I didn't want to curse it even more. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll just pick this up next week. Yeah, I guess I could probably do a show tomorrow, and maybe just work tonight. You know. Look at settings real quick, like disable. Disable that. Okay. Check. Now. Can you still hear me? No. No, you can't. Okay, so. Whoop-de-doop-de-doo. Hi there, Sleepy Sweetheart. How are you doing? Okay, let's see. What did I just do? Settings. And everybody's like, it's because he was masturbating. Yeah. Somehow you can still hear me, huh? Read suggestions? What, don't use the OBS? Wait, what happened? Okay, I'm calling you, Christy. Oh, yeah. We'll do at least Christy, and then, I don't know. I'm going to have a real long look at my life and my choices today. It's been a week now. I've known. Hi. They can't hear you on the TV, though. Did you turn it off? Oh, wait, you have to come back in. Mute the YouTube, please. Okay, thank you. All right, and so let's go back to the control. This is the craziest day of my life, and I'm loving it. I'm out there, and I'm loving it. Okay, try to log back in now to the OBS Ninja, which is anything but a ninja. Actually, should be able to get in there. Christy's a little nervous. I told her not to be nervous, you know. If there you are. Oh, I can almost hear myself for a second there. Cool. Okay, we can hear you, Christy, now on the TV. I hear you.
You hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I do. And you hear me okay?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Why is it so loud?
I had it loud. You can hear me okay? Oh, now she's going. There she is. Okay. Can you hear me okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all win. Christy. Why did it worked in practice? I swear to God. Okay.
We have a 5-minute echo again.
A 5-minute echo?
It's whatever you want to call it. When I talk, it's way off on time.
Yeah, you just mute everything, just except for Ninja.
Ninja, there's no sound on.
Okay, we'll just talk over the phone. Just mute everything. Okay?
Try. Okay.
All right. Well, don't mute yourself because they still. All right. Yeah. Let's. Let's go to Muse. It's time for me. If you want to come back in, Christy, just get back on the browser. We can hear you. Oh my gosh. Woo. All right, let's get to me. I can't. Sometimes you fight and you battle and you end up a crispy burnt tortilla. Everybody knows that it's dinner time around here, which means usually sausage. And also as well, we're going to have some quesadillas. As you know, my love for quesadillas has gotten out. Oh, it's out. The new cold are covered. The Monday funnies. Except for, should we play the Monday funnies? For cold are covered? Yes, we shall. Hold on, I actually have to mute it. So, play it here. I can hear the music, you can't. But you know what though, if YouTube gets a whiff of it, then they'll copyright me. They're just crazy like that. Okay, so let's see here. Window capture. Oops. Don't judge me. It's so. Oh, damn. I should get the guitar and start jamming, but the amp is. It's been quite a couple days. I'll tell you, because we put the new AC, we cut it out. You can see it now, because I'm not all wiggly. You can see the molding, and that's a year's worth of water running through there and doing all the things. I can't circle anything right now because I'm in safe mode, but lucky for you, you get to hear the sound of my beautiful voice. So let's see here. What else we got? This is colder cover. It's Monday Follies. Love it. I love it. How do I get pulled over for texting? What? Your secret safe with me because I zoned out 5 minutes ago. She never answers my text. You think I'm being ghosted? Forget the couple. I want to know what's going on. Back left. They're flicking up. So, fuck you, mister. Khakis, what people in Boston use to start their car? I think 2025 is going to be my year. Wow. Taking that juice. I'm chalant as hell. I care. Forget. And do you hold grudges? Sorry for not replying. I was literally in another realm. When I flush the toilet and the water starts rising. So true. I can't read that one fast enough. Los Angeles, California. My bedtime is at 12. What? This man holds the world record for putting the most women on all fours. May he accidentally say my name when he's talking to another female. This is wrong on so many levels. Other levels, get it? No. Be ninja. Mom is asleep. Be a ninja. I need to start making healthier choices, true. We've got enough pens. But these are different. There's Miss Potts. I was looking up old Barbies on eBay, and all the Kens look like shitty Tinder dudes who got turned into dolls by a witch. Why y'all ask me to press 1 for English? Then put Aladdin on the phone. My dog ate my pronouns. He, she, ate. My Chris is only a short time away. Toy makers are working hard to commemorate the Battle of DC. How cold do you set your AC? Yeah, that's right. When carbs are your only solace in this cruel world. When the idiot behind is following too closely, but they have no idea you are an expert at Mario Kart. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I am a big boss. I make money moves. My doofus of a dog followed the kids to school yesterday. Here's a picture of him in the school office. Hilarious. Tyler Robinson and his roommate were in the closet making woke leftists, and one of the woke leftists looked at me. When a Kirk fan argues that it's out of context, and to quote the whole thing, about to put this airline on blast. Oh my god, wrong wording. I'm sorry. It's got a wooden frame, wooden engine, wooden wheels, and a wooden gas tank. Did he ride it? No, wouldn't start. Creates humans, creates Lord of the Rings. You're too pretty to be single. Oh, hun, it's not my looks. Not right. Not right for you. Girl, are you a 0 APR loan? Because I don't really understand your terms. When bro's showing up with Texas girlfriend, now I gotta pretend. Dude will be like, how could you tell I'm from New York and this is them? Best part of hiring young people is that they're full of energy. Not being able to report is continuing to be a huge inconvenience for me. The worst part about kissing a perfect 10 is how cold the mirror feels on your lips. That's a good one. That was our best one yet. Make sure you guys are subbed up to the cold, the covered, and the uncovered. And I think you guys know what time it is. And I'll be honest with you. I got a confession to make. Some of these have been around. Because, boy, the audio really jumps around. Is it still echoey? I meant to ask. I meant to check on that. Why would it be echoey? Oh, you know what I'm saying. Okay. That. Now, is that better? Did they get rid of the echoey? Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, you missed all the fun there, Krista Marie. That should have taken care of all that business, and if it didn't, then it's Twiz's fault. So let's see here. We got meows. Did I say that loud enough? Mews. Time for mews. Go back to that one. All right. So let's see here. A guest at Epic Universe in Florida has passed away after riding the theme park's Stardust Racers, right? And I could have sworn that Stardust Racers was the ride for Harry Potter. But Stardust Racer sounds more like Nintendo Mario Kart. They weren't publicly identified. And this park has only been open since October 12th or something. And somebody's already bad. Now, the thing is, the ride didn't fail. Apparently, it goes 62 miles per hour. And they had a heart failure. Yeah, it sounds like it's the Super Nintendo world. What a way to go. This continues to perplex me, and I've made Bubbly Waters aware of it, and hello. I'm sure she'll take a look at it. This guy passed away. If I already brought this up last week, I just reminded you of the headline. Tyson Randall. I don't know if he's related to Tony or Randall, but it sure is an odd thing. They're trying to hide the headlines from me again. The boat fell over. This one you won't see on any of the other Purge channels. 193 people passed away on... I feel like I read these to you guys. When is this from? I did it on Not the Purge so long ago, a week ago. They knew exactly what they were doing. Florida men went on a hunt and unalived a 4-year-old girl in a hail of pew-pew fire. A group of 5 Florida men may be spending the rest of their lives behind bars for the unaliving death of the 4-year-old girl. These guys were found guilty by a jury that appears in Pillsbury County on first degree. A conspiracy. The incident took the life of Suni Bell and endangered the child's uncle and mother, who also were in the car. Suni should have just started 3rd grade, laughing, learning, and enjoying all the things she loved. The 13th Judicial Circuit said she lit up every room with her singing in church, her dancing, and her favorite LOL dolls. I didn't know there were LOL dolls. She was a protective sister. You know, the safest way to live, I keep telling you, is do not light up the room when you come in. Very sad. They knew exactly what they were doing, Terry told the jury, according to a courtroom report by the Times. They were targeting whoever was in that car, and sadly it happened to Suni Bell. During the 2-week trial, defense teams did not call a single witness, but they argued there was simply no way to know who squeezed the trigger and took the girl away. A rational person should question why, I'm a little loud, sorry, under the facts of the case, the prosecution has made a blanket over the courtroom with the word they. And so, how they slipped the DP, I don't know. Maybe they filmed their porn somewhere else, Jen. Okay, let's see what else we got. This is weird. Yeah. What do we got? We're still in September, right? So it's October, August. Epic Universe officially opens October 12th, I believe. So the guy passing away before they've really even opened is just absolutely amazing. But through October 5th, McDonald's is offering a free Chicken McNuggets meal every day from the 16th of this month to October 5th. However, the deal comes with some conditions. That's scary when fast food chains are asking for conditions. Your firstborn, I am Rumpelstiltskin. When it comes to fast food, I'll never say no to a classic cheeseburger. And so it was National Cheeseburger Day the other day. If you missed it, they gave away, and a friend of mine's girlfriend went to a restaurant. They went to the Old Conch or something. What was it called? Concheritis. And she got a cheeseburger. I was like, man, you could have got a free cheeseburger all across the land. How to get your free McDonald's. Here you go. A free 10-piece chicken nugget, which includes fries and a medium drink, which is a total of 200 discounted nuggets. No promo code is required to score the deal, but there is one catch. Your firstborn. This offer is available exclusively to Amazon Prime members. But you guys are all Prime members, right? We've talked about this. Oh, Jimmy. I could do this show with my arm tied behind me, and I am. A man's plot. We know those steps, don't we, guys? All too well. A man's plot to unalive his girlfriend's lover has led to lessons about law in Idaho, an education on sentencing and appeal to the Idaho Supreme Court. In December 2023, Andrew Lawson took action to unalive a man his girlfriend had been seeing on the side. Side hustle, I guess. Law enforcement and prosecutors said that woman, Rachel Young, 24, also was involved in the plan to drive to the victim's house in Boise with the intent of carrying it out with her hubby there. She's gonna go. Young took a plea deal on 2 felony charges, aggravated assault and enhancement for use of a deadly, and was sentenced to a minimum. Okay, so this is intent, took action to, they didn't unalive anybody, but they got busted, I guess. Larson's criminal conspiracy case featured one more drama. Even though he and Young didn't go through with the plan, he was found guilty and then had to be resentenced. Here comes the dump truck. After a problem was identified with the judge's original decision. And Scott Metalhead, brother, what's up? Now he's appealing to the state's highest court with a variety of complaints about the trial. A trial he said he didn't think would happen because he thought the whole proceeding was a joke. People are saying things, because you have to think, sorry, I'm a little loud. You have to think that as far as Muse goes, this is nothing new to us. This is them literally convicting somebody, giving them 3 years on those steps for having a plan that they didn't even enact. Whether they were going to or not, I don't know, but it's pretty wild. It was a conspiracy to commit. So let's see why it was a joke. People are saying things that I am not regretful for actions and what happened. This is just not true, Larson said in court. I've taken the accountability. I'm sorry, Christy. You know, take a breather today. Don't sweat it. Lucky fans of The Purge. You get a second show tomorrow. We'll all have it all figured out. Like I said, the pressure's been on the cooker, on everybody. So don't sweat it. It's all got. I promise I will, and I'll do it on StreamYard, and I'll invite Miss Potts, and everybody can have a little party. Play Rockford's song. I was gonna do StreamYard today. I was working on that. Okay, here's the thing: when you're working on, you work on a thumbnail, and I was working on that thumbnail, and I kept on put this in there, put that in there, make it look like that. And I wound up finishing with exactly what I started with. Just a simple thumbnail. Jenn, I'm gonna have guests tomorrow. We're gonna do a second part, and I promise, I will do it tomorrow. I will have all the guests and everybody. I'm having technical difficulties. I'm gonna finish Muse, and then we're gonna. So if you want to cut out now, go ahead. I don't. It's okay. But we're gonna do Muse. I got a lot of Muse to get through anyway. It probably would have been a 6-hour live. So Kirsty, if you could join us tomorrow, Miss Potts, if you're here, I would love to have you. And we'll do StreamYard and Christy McNichol, and then also Jenn McFly. People are saying things that I'm not regretful. I've taken the accountability for everything I did, other than intending to commit it. And I'm standing my ground on that. Larson and Young drove from Marsing to Boise to the victim's home in the early hours of December 18th, according to previous statesman reporting and criminal complaint. The two brought with them 2 loaded pew-pews and 2 loaded assault styles. Beforehand, Larson sent the victim messages from Young's phone stating his intent to harm him, according to the complaint. And when the couple arrived at the victim's home, they called him knocked on the door, and threw rocks at his window. A roommate overheard the commotion and called the authorities, and Boise Police Department officers responded before violence transpired. Oh, so the cops saved the day. I'm buying it. Trial and sentence for conspiracy to commit. This was a calculated... That's so... So their plan... If he was her boyfriend, why then just be like, yeah, I'm coming in, I have my nightie on, I'm going to slip through the window, hubby, you'll never know, and then she can go open the door and let him in. Why are they throwing rocks in the window? He must have dumped it. I have a feeling there's more to this than we're being led on to. Chelsea, I think this is a trial that would be worth the watch. Maybe I'll do a Chelsea Whitaker myself, and we'll watch this together. I would like that. In honor of Sergeant Friday. In his original sentence on June, he was given up to 30 years, with a minimum of 10 before being eligible for parole. Almost a week later, the prosecution team went to the 4th District Judge who presented the case, and they said he required a life sentence. In Idaho, the punishment for criminal conspiracy must be the same as if the person actually committed the crime with the conspiracy, according blah, blah, blah. I wish there was a way in which the court could stick to the sentence that was originally imposed. So they had the 30-year. And this sounds like this got Bill Thompson written all over it. They had the 30-year. They said, no. The law says that we need to have life. As if he committed it, which he didn't commit it. So they gave him 3 years, and now they want to go, well, I wish we just had the original thing. I wish we just kept our mouth shut. The defense argued that the situation was more complicated than prosecutors laid out, and that Larson's only plan was to leave Young at the victim's door and drive away. Come on. The defense also said that night's activities was Larson's reaction to feeling betrayed in his relationship. Elcock said Young told 2 police officers that they were never actually intended to hurt the other man. I think that we can all understand that a deep heartbreak, and it isn't to excuse Andrew's decision that night, but I think that we can all understand the deep heartbreak that comes along with being betrayed by someone you love and care about. Jail calls reveal defendants' reference to the case as a joke. What we do is that Larson had set the stage for someone to get unalived. I made faces during the mugshot because I thought this was a joke, and there's no way they would actually charge me for conduct like this, Larson said in one jail call, according to Ashbury. Wow. Larson's defense team filed an appeal to the Idaho Supreme Court on August 21st, citing several complaints, including that Young's plea deal was improperly referenced in court. I tell you some of the stuff. The cross-examination of Young was limited, and the judge improperly denied Larson a new trial. You're saying that a judge was biased in Idaho? No way. But the cops saved the day. They got there in the nick of time. You know what? I got a soda in the... I hate to walk away for more than a second, but just 1 second. I'll be right back. And early to ride. And in between she cooked and cleaned, but she never knew why. Taking myself for nothing was my favorite sport. Here we go, guys. All right. More muse. Okay, I don't know if I told the normal purgers, not the crazy, not Kane bees, the purgers, that, and I could show you, but I'd have to charge. YouTube replaces American flag with emoji for gay and trans pride flags. And so I had discussed this in several purges back, and, you know, meanie doesn't bite, but whenever in certain browsers I try to copy and paste an American flag in there from outside of YouTube, usually at work, it just says US. And some people see that like Nothing Half-Assed also saw it. So this is from 2010 or 2023, but a couple years ago. I gotta say it, that they did this. So it's very wild. There's the big truck. Can you see? I can barely see out my window. It's a horrible mess. Wait till I get to the floor. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you for being here. If it's your first time watching The Purge, please don't judge me. Please hit that subscribe button so you can be in on more of the fun. Get one before they're all gone. Suzanne, my fane. The other B, Suzanne B. I need to play the Nothing Half-Assed B. Alright, these are documents. Oh, is there new documents? I see new documents. Any orders soon? Somehow I haven't refreshed this page in a year. So it's the cord doesn't appear as though. Are those new ones, guys? Guardian sealed document. What? Okay, this is how stupid this freaking case. Everybody just jump off the ship. Get off the boat right now. If you want any of your sanity left. Meg P's got a collection of it. Little DNA. 60 pixels. Picograms of your DNA to get your sanity back. Just go now. Jump. Please don't come back to this case. Ever. It's your best interest. Can I read this to you? Order. Sealing defendants. Supplemental response to the court order regarding sealed documents. No. Motion to seal defendant supplemental response to the court's order regarding sealed document. Redacted. 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 Oh my God. Only in this case. So here's the thing. We've all been vindicated. We've all been vindicated. Right? With this Charlie Kirk thing, and chairs going through tables, and clowns taking cameras away, and text messages. What in the flack honored code have we been saying all this time? And Rockford's like, I don't understand why you don't like the... What is it? What you like about the Purge? About what you like about Idaho4? I'm like, dude. It's a fist fight in the bigger battle, and boom, all of a sudden the bigger battle rears its ugly head. And we're the soldiers. We're ready. Every single one of us is like, yo, 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 yo. And then uppercut. That's how you knock them out, guys. You go uppercut, freeze. You got a freeze frame. And then twist. Yeah, so. Is there any cuts on my hands? What if there was a cut on my hand right now? Nancy Grace was like, that Kane B. Man, he got cuts on his hands. He's got the molding taken off his new air conditioning area. Feisty. Sassy. Unjustified. More memes. Off-duty cop guns down black man in reflective vest who thought he was helping a stranded driver. I feel like I read this one to you guys too, but anyway, This guy here stopped to help an off-duty officer. He was whose car was broken down the highway, and he was like a road ranger guy. And he was in the vest. I wish I could circle. I can't. It's driving me crazy. My OCD needs to circle. Where's it? ADOC. I got that ADHD. He approached the guy's car, and he had the green vest on and everything. I don't know that he had the Road Ranger car, whatever it is. I thought you said tire marks twist. But anyway, yeah, no. So and then the guy like pews him like 4 billion million hundred times. And he passed away, I believe, leaving a family behind. So wild, right? That's another story in all of the Muse tales that we have today, my friends. Pack it in, pack it out. McDonald's now has a buffet. All you can eat for $12.99. If you want to know where this is, tune in to tomorrow's Purge. No, it's in Branson, Missouri, and they have hamburgers, cheeseburgers, chicken nuggets, French fries, and here's where they get so. It's the best deal in Branson, Missouri. They say. Now, the thing is, you still got to add the drink $2.50. So you're looking at $15, which is a typical buffet. Now, this is McDonald's. So it opened in September, and it's the first all-you-can-eat buffet in Branson, actually. Or no, it's the first McDonald's all-you-can-eat buffet. And they go on to talk about some of my favorite. And I had them all lined up, so I feel like I might have discussed this before. But remember the Super Taco Buffet they had at Wendy's. You had one also at Burger King, which is short-lived. I did not know about. I think I kind of remember it for a short time. And then also as well, one of the other guys had it. Taco Bell had it. More Muse. Mom let alligators unalive her young son and gave her newborn baby Skittles. Brian's life will bring many changes to the entire state of Louisiana and the world. States a GoFundMe page for his funeral expenses and his family's needs. None of the funds will be used for legal aid for Vasquez, according to the page. So they're trying to do a GoFundMe for the son. Where's the story? Oh, it's got to click through. There's the kid. Oh. Yeah. Well, it's not quite. Anyway, it's not quite the story that it sounds. But they did find Skittles inside of a toddler. In the blood of a toddler. Mother of slain University of Idaho student says incarceration helped her forgive. I don't hate Brian Koberger. And the sad part is she's reading off the Kool-Aid packet. You know what I mean? She's not... I don't know. It's that you might have noticed that Charlie Kirk has his wife Erica has forgiven the person that allegedly did this, and we're never going to get to it. And all this 9/11 stuff is coming. They are flooding the world, and then now they're trying to do the alien thing. Here it is again. The healed mother also opened up about how her daughter was a beautiful soul who lit up a room. Are you victim blaming your own daughter? She was funny. She just had a way of making you feel. She had a way of making us all feel special. And none of us knew her. She was a beautiful, beautiful, funny girl. And she is setting the example. I would easily say for all the families, and the ones, see, some speak and some do. Some speak, and they wear hats with their little messages on them, and some actually do, and they follow the guidelines, and they don't break their own guidelines and then break Fourth Amendment rights. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. So here we go next. More memes. I don't know that I'm just gonna say this is for every single one. I don't know if this is a repeat on Muse. I'm sorry, I've been clunking all the Muse I can in here. But if you have not heard, allegedly this Doge dividend thing is going to pay off, and it's only for people 56 years old and above. No, I'm just kidding. It will be a rebate check to the tune of like I think $600 for singles and $2,500 for families type of deal. They got $150 bill to work with, so it'll be of course their people are gonna fight it. It's going to have its opponents, but he is trying to put it through without their approval. So we'll see how that goes. A Rhode Island farmhouse that influenced The Conjuring. Okay. And they put it on auction. And, Matt Rife had bought the deed to all the dolls and everything in it. But now so this is probably from a week ago. There may be a follow-up to it, but they're auctioning off the actual house. I don't know if Rife will end up buying the house also as well, but that has come in. Who would want that? Did anybody understand the thing I just said? Probably not. Woman unalived and cooked for dinner. And she planned to serve the dish to his kids. Yeah. Catherine Knight attempted to have her sentence reduced in 2006. The Court of Appeal upheld her life sentence without parole. She remains incarcerated in Sydney. Unreal, right? Suspect in unloving a Texas flight attendant left accidental voicemail during the disposal. Okay, it was a butt dial. Yes, I unfortunately can't play the audio. Maybe I can just play the audio and not the video. Would that work? No. The suspected unaliver of a Texas flight attendant implicated himself and his after-the-fact accomplice in an accidental recording of them transporting the victim's body. Family and friends of Rana Nafal Saluri hadn't heard from her since March. Police later also arrested Day's friend, 60-year-old Joni Thomas, and accused of helping him dump Saluri's body. Day admitted to police that he snapped during his dispute with Saluri before he began to unalive her and with his bare hands. After the slaying, he loaded Saluri's body head first into a large black trash bin and transported it 70 miles away to Bowie, Texas, where he dumped the remains over a bridge, according to the court document. Investigators believe they have an inadvertent call and message on Thomas's phone, with Day in a panic asking for help. I'd love to hear it. For her help to move Saluri, who worked with a regional carrier owned by American Airlines. The male voice on Thomas's phone was consistent with Day's voice, and he could be heard breathing heavy as if the person is moving something. In the 1 and 57-second recording that came from Dave's phone, the male voice could be heard allegedly saying, "Hey, help me. Come push it. Make sure the lid's on and lock it. Turn it sideways. I'm sorry I got you messed up in this." Investigators also found home surveillance video from Dave's home showing him dragging what appears to be a lifeless body from the home into a backyard. Good. Come on, bees. Our honest... Oh, wait, we had a headline for a second. Okay, so our supreme overlords, this one's for Twiz, at Pepsi have blessed us with a new Mountain Dew flavor, Honeydew. Unfortunately for fans east of Mississippi, the flavor is exclusive to Maverick, and I did not know this was a store. Rather than drive the man's hours needed to acquire Honeydew, I enlisted the help of Joe from Dew Drinker Discord. I didn't know that Mountain Dew was another slang term for moonshine until we were during the purge the other day. There are several, that they have. Isn't that cool to us? See this guy? This is the Hard Mountain Dew collection. I don't know what's so hard about it. But they have specific flavors that are only supposedly available at certain places, like Taco Bell has the Midnight Ba and the Ba Midnight, whatever. Little Caesars has a flavor they ran out of right away. These types of things. But now I'm finding that they're popping up in the marts of Wall. So you might find you can get Ba Blast there. And it's funny because Mountain Dew, as opposed to the Coca-Cola company, keeps their 12-pack prices low. Isn't that amazing? It's $9-12 for a 12-pack of Coke. You can still get Mountain Dews for $5 to $6 for a 12-pack. So, yeah. Okay, Spinal Tap is on tour, and they're being more hilarious than ever. Spinal Tap 2 is called The End Continues. And you got David St. Hubbins. And I love this. Fool David St. Hubbins once, shame on Spinal Tap director Marty Burgee. Fool him twice, well, that's still probably under Burgee. He's easy to fool. They have so far they've accused Metallica of stealing their album covers. This is Christopher Guest, the genius behind it all. Rob Reiner does a great job of course, that's Nigel at the amps go to 11. Just a genius. Absolutely unappreciated genius. And this is the guy, the bus driver from South Park, right? And then that's Lenny from Lenny and Squiggy, or from Laverne and Shirley. And so they've been going around to. I'm sure it's funny. Here's the thing, that the only thing that could trump this, and I'd like to watch this one with Twiz. I'd also like to watch the other one with probably Twiz and Heather. Is the not that Heather appreciates it, but they have Spaceballs 2. I think that would be fun with Heather. And Mel Brooks is 90,506 light years old now, and they're making Spaceballs 2. Barf's son, which is John Candy, makes a cameo appearance as Barf in the movie. No word on whether Rick Moranis will rekindle his role as Dark Helmet, but I am sure he will. So those are two films I'm very, very excited about. I think now the amps on Spinal Tap go to 13. I don't know. 11 just wasn't enough. They've been through 11 drummers who all passed away. And I'm sorry, it's not. I know it's not Muse. It's not true crime Muse. I get it. This is from Heather Fitzgerald, the lovely Miss Luce Morningstar. And let's just take a listen to her. And of course, this is from 2 weeks ago, so I'm gonna play it today.
Who knows what time she really woke up? It could have been 11:30. It could have been noon. You know, and the night before, even, you know, you've said this, that she was, I think, out and about, right?
We were out and about together, yes. It was parents' weekend, so we were there.
Yeah, and so, you know, I don't know if after you left, if they've continued to be out and about, maybe continuing partying with friends or whatnot. And so, if they went to sleep around 3 or 4, you know, I mean, waking up at 10:30 in the morning is probably uncommon. But, you know, if somebody wakes up around, you know, noon and something happens within the first 10 minutes of them waking up, in my opinion, looking back at it, they might call it the morning. Now, you know, what I had said was, were people called before law enforcement? And the answer was yes. We know that because there were other kids that were out there. Now, rumor spreads wide. And I also said, I don't know what time that it actually came out. You yourself, I mean, can you tell everybody the exact moment or time that it happened? Do you have any proof of what time it happened?
First of all, I'm going to start here. Everything I say, I hold myself accountable for saying. I don't lie. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong. That's how I feel about this whole situation. I would never lie, and I would never insert myself into a situation. I can say that honestly, on a Bible, on a lie detector test. That's just who I am. I'm not going to lie. I can say that honestly, on a Bible, on a lie detector test. I can say that honestly, on a Bible, on a lie detector test. So I was with my daughter at 10 a.m. So she was awake at 10 a.m. She did not tell me about it at 10 a.m. because this mom would have brought her ass home, straight home with her brother.
So what? Now you were with her at 10 a.m.? But she didn't tell you about it. Okay. She's not lying. Now, I realize, obviously, that there's a lot of talk about this next song. Maybe too much talk. This is not a Rebel song. No, this is kind of wild. Because now people are talking about the Papa Roger, the Jack Showalter situation and the things. And it's obviously the fact. We're here, and it's not going away. Okay? And it just keeps popping up. And now, what we've learned from this case is when all this other stuff sprouts up, we're damn ready. And we can see right through the bullshit. We don't need a proctor anymore. You have to be careful when you say that word proctor. Sassy my ass. All right, let's see. When you think of fast food, you probably picture drive-thrus, combo meals, and grab-and-go service. But during the 80s and 90s, several chains experimented with buffets. So this is a follow-up to my thing. Pizza Hut had the all-time buffet, and some of you, I know I have a lot of 18 to 35 viewers. So I can talk directly to you guys. You remember that the buffet model became less profitable. Here's the Burger King had it. Let's see what was on it. In select markets, you could load up on burgers, fries, salads. As a kid, salad seemed like it was a negative, but now a Wendy's salad, oh man, those were the best salads. The idea was to compete with McDonald's by offering variety and value in a new way. It didn't catch on. KFC's Comfort Spread, that's the other one I forgot. KFC buffets hold a special. I wasn't fortunate enough, blessed enough to have a lot of KFC as a kid. I did like it, and I would have eaten the skin off of your piece if you'd offered it. Their mashed potatoes are weird. The biscuits are good. Taste the biscuits. Twist. And these buffets were especially popular in the South and the Midwest, where family-style dining was already part of the culture. You had Ponderosa, you had Bonanza, all those places. Taco Bell's buffet, you could create your own plate with tacos, nachos, beans, rice, and once popular Bell Beefer. I don't think I liked the Bell Beefer. It was a sloppy Joe style with taco meat, but it wasn't good. I don't think, if I remember correctly. The concept was innovative, but didn't align with Taco Bell's quick service model. It was difficult to keep the food fresh, and which is amazing because their meat is only 16% meat, and it slowed down service. BS. Another one, I don't know if they still have it, was Ruby Tuesdays. You guys have Ruby Tuesday? That is the best, and it's back in the day it was $6.99, which to add on at that time was a lot. Now it's probably $12.59. The Wendy's Super Bar developed a cult following. Yes, it did. For families and students who wanted variety on a budget. I'm glad at that time I didn't have to depend on Wendy's. There was a time when I had to depend on, that's right, they had spaghetti at Wendy's. Okay. And there you go. The end of Golden Corral, if you ask me, did Sbarro's have a buffet? No. They've always just been a little mall slot, as far as I remember. Gretchen, very nice to see you. WB, welcome in, glad to see you here. Pizza Hut poisoned me and my girlfriend, and we were foaming at the mouth, arguing on the way home. Were you mind poisoned or just so? Yes, Gretchen, they did. KFC had peach cobbler at our. Oh yeah, wow. My sausage is ready, if you know what I'm saying. Red Metal, nice to see you, Suzanne B. See Susano and Sano. Just like when they start with honestly, or I can tell you the truth. Let's not start with an untruth. It's a great name. There's some in Montana where my dad lives. I'm trying to think of what. Oh, that store. Yeah, I would just rather. I guess I'd rather go in that case. Sandy, what name? Let me just. I have to highlight these because you don't know what I'm laughing at. Listen, Linda Lane, what a pleasure. What an honor to have you. Thank you for coming. I keep looking for Annie Ruler. Lay a story. Good to see you. Long time. Very nice to see you. Yeah, do you watch the Meltdown? Did you? It was fun. We'll do it buys you an extra purge. That's 2 in 1 week, if you can believe it. Let's see, Scott Manhead's here. Jenn, everybody. Op GCD. Man, Mary Holt. Good to see you too. Right, let's get back to it. I don't think I missed anybody. Heather's watching. Where is Heather? She was. I thought she was in the chat. Well, I'm not promising by any means, but I feel that if I do StreamYard, if you build it, they will come and go. Let's get on with this. So there it is, that story again. They're not telling us how he passed away, why he passed away, or where he passed away. A lot of times you look into those things and they had a long-term disease. There's Grady Judd again. They are crazy in this state, and they are trying to do some law with the open carry of firearms here, and the sheriffs are not recognizing it. So you're still allowed to carry. That's a battle going on in the dum-dum courts of Florida here. More news, eventually. Okay. Idaho University and INL expand. Can you not hear me? Is that? Hold on, let me check my phone. I better. Okay, I think those were just emails. Idaho University and INL expand nuclear and R&D partnership. And there's a couple of connections that are very important to the University of Idaho. We all know that the Phoenix one now was just a distraction. When you come over to INL, now you start talking about big business. You have students that are going to be trained by the university to work for the university at this energy thing, which is including the building of like what they have in Sweden and France, the Hadron Collider Part 2. They're in Idaho, Utah, Nevada, Arizona. The partnership, and so guess who's at the top level of this whole thing? His name rhymes with a convenience store we've been talking about, and his middle name is Scott. INL and U of I have also launched Idaho's first Energy Institute. So they're doing the cybersecurity for all of the Pacific Northwest, I guess, energy facilities and online power systems. See, so this has been in the works for quite some time. There are many different scientifically known universities in Idaho and Utah, Arizona, and Nevada. But if you kept your nose clean long enough and you could broker a deal, like old Scotty boy, you got this contract. Was it worth 4 lives? And no justice? So, consequence-driven cyber-informed engineering, the rise of a national security pillar. INL, Idaho National Laboratory. Consider the utility services that people use every day. Light switches, water faucets, gas burners. The simple act of delivering electricity, water, or gas to a home or business requires a cascade of invisible, digital, and physical processes, all functioning in tandem. Today, utilities must contend with a range of challenges, surges in demand, adverse weather, and increasingly cyber attacks that disrupt critical operations. To support utilities in the fight against cyber-enabled sabotage, INL developed consequence-driven cyber-informed engineering, CCE. The goal of this methodology is to identify the most essential processes, functions of critical infrastructure, and then selectively reduce or eliminate the digital pathways vulnerable to cyber attacks. So here, that is clearly the beginning of that Hadron Collider tunnel. I don't know how far along they are with it. I mean, that could be a nuclear facility. I think you'd agree with me that looks very much like what's going on there. So they will be training the students. They will be enabling the students. And they kept their nose clean just long enough to land and keep that contract. Well done, Scotty. Go Vandals. All right. More news. Solar is not worth it. Mike got in a car wreck. He's okay. Oh, what's this? This is my favorite story of the day. This lady is my freaking hero, bro. She was walking, and from what I understand, she was walking her dog 15 feet from the water line, and a gator came up and tried to attack her dog, and she punched it. There she is. I told you, uppercut, folks. Anyway, a woman in Florida saved her 4-month-old dog from being eaten by a 5-foot alligator by punching the wildlife creature in the eye. She's got balls. Danny Wright, a woman living in Land O'Lakes, a rural town about 20 miles north of Tampa, for 20 years saved her puppy Dax from being prey to an alligator creature signature to the Sunshine State. I heard a squeal and I got pulled. The alligator had him by his collar and dragged him, and I wasn't gonna. Now, one thing I learned from working on Lake Tarpon was that the juvenile, the younger alligators, the adolescents, are more aggressive. Then they'll attack people because they're very hungry. They're kind of feeling the world out. The incident happened last week when the gator appeared from a creek and took the puppy by its collar. Wright recounts that she plunged to save her adored pet, swinging her fists until the terrified animal released Dax from its jaws. I just punched him and punched and punched, and I punched him in the eye enough that he kind of let go, like he unclamped a little. And I pulled out, but his teeth were like her and just drug down my arm. The puppy wasn't hurt, but Wright sustained bite wounds on her arm and is now recovering. She says she's still shocked about what had transpired in her home. I can't believe this happened in my life today. I can't believe this happened in my life today. I freaking fought an alligator and won. You know, go Dax. Okay, so this is big news for any 80s fans here. The Love Boat soon will be making another run. 4 members of the popular television show Ted Lang, Fred Grandy, Jill, who I think played Julie, and Bernie Kopel, who I think was I don't know who I think it's the captains might pass away. I think Steuben's still alive. Let's find out. Here's what we know. Okay, so it's like the whole history of the damn show. We know Ted Lang he had a sex advice column, and that was the bartender, what's his name? And Bernie Kopel was the doc. Okay, so Bernie Kopel's coming back. Jill was Julie, or Vicky. And she was also in that movie Airplane. And okay, so Captain Stubing, Gavin McLeod. There's Julie now. Anyway, they're doing a Love Boat. Everybody loved the Love Boat. It was one of those shows you just watch, and then you happen to have the plane right after Fantasy Island. Everybody had to watch Fantasy Island. It was like the Twilight Zone meets the Love Boat, because it was really cheesy 80s, 70s stuff. They don't say anything about if Gavin McLeod. I don't see how you could do it without Captain Stubing. But maybe they will. More music. Yeah. And yeah, if you make more excuses, what drive? I don't know how. Oh, what is that? Oh, that was some stuff.
This is the quickest way to clear out stuck poop.
I love that happened. Okay, let's just not. Let's see here more at the end. Bizarre crash-proof plane covers itself in giant airbags to keep everyone safe. Of course, this is in. I just have to show you the picture. This is in the works. This is a prototype thing. And so, here it comes. There it is. They're literally trying to say they're going to put and I guess they've done it. They're going to put an airbag around the plane, and the fuselage will drop off. And so the wings and stuff will go crash. So the pilot just has a few seconds to run back to the back and get on the fuselage, and it'll parachute and whatever airbag down. Anyway, it seemed better in my head. All right. Off-duty police officer unalived by store clerk having a bad day. Florida cops saying this is a local story. Here, it's not Largo. I think it's. Oh, it's East Coast. Right across the East Coast there, in Volusia County, in Edgewater, a off-duty police officer, this guy, was getting a soda and a hot dog, and the clerk ran to his car, grabbed his pew-pew, and got this guy like 15 times in the head from behind, which is wild. Just said he was having a bad day. I guess they'd argued in the past, but couldn't provide any details about it. So he must have been holding a grudge against him, and he acted on it. Maybe it also lit up a room, but in a different way. No, that's not too soon. Okay, so anyway, let's see here. It was National Cheeseburger Day, and I was hoping to get this story out in time for you guys to get but it did not happen. Free cheeseburgers. McDonald's had 50-cent cheeseburgers. I did not partake in that. I am on quesadillas. Alright, and let's see, and that. Oh, here's the final and crown jewel of Muse today. Congressional staffer passes away after catching fire. Now, in a world of YouTube, we say when somebody catches fire that they're viral, they're blowing up. No. This congressional staffer passed away from being on fire. She was a congressional staffer for Republican Tony Gonzalez. She passed away over the weekend after she caught fire. Officials identified the victim as 35-year-old Regina Santos Aviles, who leaves behind a young son. Her mother told a local newspaper that it was an accident. Whenever I hear that name Carlos Danger, and I see some attractive young congressional aide passed away in a very, very odd way, I have to scream, she was hooking up with him. She was hooking up with somebody. And they didn't want it to get out. Yeah. So this is a story that happened around the same time as Charlie Kirk. I don't think, got the attention as the Charlie Kirk case. Nothing did, obviously. But But just as important, I mean, here again, we have to take the word of the police that it was an accident. It was some kind of farming thing, apparently. But dude, really? Really? Yeah. So look, alright, here's what's fair. Mavericks. That's funny. Angel D, my love. My darling Angie Wangie. Here's the deal, Angie Wangie. If you promise to show up tomorrow, I'll do my best to have Miss Potts, Christy Nevada, Jenn, and also Mr. Double Jage as all guests. I'll run my reel, maybe, and then go right into any little bit of news that happens between tomorrow and today, but only if Angie Wangie promises to be there at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM, and we'll do all that then. So with that, I bid you to do, and I apologize that we had technical difficulties. Like I said, look at around me. It's all kinds of cuckoo, pacaco stuff going on. It's, you know, but I wanted to make sure, hell or high water, that I did my purge. Now, lucky you, you get a bonus purge. So enjoy a glass of wine with me tomorrow night. Whatever, we'll see how it goes. But it's going to be lit up because I know that every single one of those people is a wildcat. And they've all been just juicing up and taking the roids and getting ready to get their opinion out there on the purge tomorrow night all at once. I keep on doing this because suspense is what keeps you coming back, folks. But I want to thank you again. I don't want to do a Cub Scout salute to you, Jage. Thank you for your service, my friend, and all your research. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, folks. And I'm gonna rage quit.